War Games match. Everyone here.
It is as if all the energy from Seth, with good reason, the action.
Survivor Series. People from all going for inviting us into your house. Big King! Oh, this delivered a legend. The ball fans who filled the ballpark. Oh, Mysterio, what? Oh, no! I won it. Because there's one more match remaining. Most star-studded War Games I can.
The vision has arrived and said they would. Tonight, we're following the weekend to remember. Last time is now tournament. And that means sold up with the ring general Gunther here in Arizona. Act like fighting champions. AJ Styles, the World Tag Team Championship match. Judgment Day is healing up. Low riding Judgment Day are back to full force in the hands of El Hijo Sucio. Desert Diamond Arena for the first big...
Rhea Ripley and EO versus Charlotte. I appreciate it. Let me call you back.
With Maxine first.
Serve. Okay.
She's never...
Call Maxine on it. But you know she's training with Natty. That's first crack at Maxine's Intercontinental title.
Wherever and however long she wants.
How you doing? I don't recall asking to see either one of you. That's what we're going to talk about who you put under a mask to interfere.
According to Adam Pearce.
Here we go.
Is that Paul?
Saying Paul Heyman is not guilty? Pray tell, are we talking about?
I think.
After you.
Oh, no.
I doubt it.
Ought to be a fly on the wall in that office.
Oh, yeah!
Is now tournament California weighing to Jay. Ooh!
After War Games, and it's a big one against L.A. Knight. The best in the world.
I don't think it was me. I know it was me.
Hear that. You're a dynasty. In the mirror, kid. I hate this idea.
He and John Cena went out there, and man, they tore that.
CM Punk versus John Cena is...
John Cena exists without CM Punk. Other, in one word.
CM Punk is not cleared for action as of right. Guys in the industry. December having that all-time getting it. Coming off a hard-earned win in his final opponent.
Massive. Wonka's golden ticket and a chance at tonight's main event.
Till it's California weighing night.
Ramon secreting top contender. 2 surprise opponents. Zack Ryder.
Ramon secreting. And man, it feels good. Of this tournament, this game for retiring John history tonight for one of these two men.
Jay comes right at LA Knight, who's going for it.
You have to think if you're the megastar you've had, so losing in War Games.
Yeah, you think about the damage that he took. I was in Spears Brock through a table. Jay, would we see him here in such a critical match?
Joe Tex, think about the mental side for Jey Uso. Jey Uso, of course, won the Royal, get back on winning ways. Ace. Uso just looks locked in.
But Rhea Ripley, Io Sky will get that tag team match tonight. Hunting down the Kabuki Warriors. They want it. And Jey Uso comes back with a series. Back and forth.
100 miles an hour stuff from Jey Uso at this tournament.
This opportunity, this chance, That is one time only. And will show up opposite John Cena on the scene. Able to escape that last right.
A back step to one another, no full superstars.
Sliding right through.
Superstars going high risk right from the
Forced announce desk.
Of course, that's the skull of Joe. Game steal just 48 hours ago. Attack from LA Knight. Jey Uso clinging onto this. Needing to get their breath here. Certainly the drained somewhat.
Will make Friday's finale all to potentially retire John Cena and beat Jey Uso and LA Knight.
This is, yeah, for a massive pause on the roster. Top rope. This could way to victory, that would be.
Could it be?
And this one's going to continue. These two dig. Oh.
And now LA Knight looking at taking man.
Oh, burning hammered out of the way of that super kick. Who came into this one far has done in his career, but crucial.
LA Knight in recent months going back to clash. Met up there. Of course, there was interference that night. Oh, the spear! Right back to it!
Oh, both superstars chances to each other's moves here tonight, not against the megastar.
Edge of their seat stuff here at Desert Diamond, just 2 days removed from Survivor Series.
On the off in this arena, and the roof is
quick to meet him.
Slipped on that rope.
Oh, the megaplex indeed. Knight and Jey still with.
Break the spirit of Jey Uso in the process.
The tournament that John Cena, when it was announced, and Cena said it right now.
LA Knight looking.
Knight survives it.
Making no mistakes. The
Uso splash away from victory. No!
Oh my God!
Hey, nice!
A whammy of offense from Jey. Enough in the tank for the goal. After a super kick, after a spin, a quick crucifix pin.
The historic pedestal, December 13th, and LA advances to the tournament.
Right now, for bucking his slot in Jey Uso, who is left to marinate for Jey Uso, who did everything.
There's this for Jey Uso. He has had the highest.
I can't imagine how despondent way like that. Jey Uso must have thought he had this.
Including War Games.
And that was the shocking part. Jey had him just slipping through his fingers. They really cannot put more pressure on that.
Oh, now he's... Oh.
And we just want to get up on our feet and championship picture, sir.
Bailey, really?
Like, team
Okay,
match.
okay, listen. After the main under consideration. You have my word. Happy Monday.
War games. You're an idiot. I didn't join your team. I mean, bigger idiot, all right? It wasn't me. Not be it.
What are you?
Tonight. This is instead of the.
The new Mysterio!
Continental Champion. We will...
All right, let down, get them up, show us what you got. Great birthday's here. Your birthday too. I guess you weren't seeing. Let's see what you got, Arizona. Long. All right. We yeet. Yeah. First WWE event. Only I see. No, I saw. You're getting me in trouble. Good night.
total team effort by the Judgment Day Saturday night.
Bite your tongue, James.
John Cena of all time, Mysterio of all time, the greatest luchador, the king of the lucha, the greatest in. But I couldn't have done it without my boys. Person in particular that come back, my güerita.
Crown Jewel champion, things return, Wade, with 30 like a fiddle.
Look,
Band of
truly
Angels. Next, John Cena.
You are not the soundtrack, including their leader, Mr. Invincible.
I bet you guys didn't see me coming. Guess who else didn't see me coming?
We knew that John Cena wasn't that anymore. To figure out the Judgment Day's plan up our sleeve, I got back and shit. Y mi amor.
Oh, Dominic. Raquel, it's been way to be with y'all again. I really am. I've been gone. I've been hearing some weak. It has lost some of its gold. Judgment Day is falling apart. Changes now because Liv and the Judgment Day is ours. So as of right now, runs Monday.
Well, very clear, as impactful a return as mi amor, he says.
Can't.
Okay, talk to Heyman. Don't believe what Seth walking around a Survivor Series without a sling, and then get out of there. But that's the same Seth that walked around. Least of all, nobody guilty talking to the suit, as you might imagine. Just keep your ear to the ground. Appreciate it.
Letty Arango, the referee. Team championship match against the New Day.
Championship level 6 or 7 matches together. Tag opponents this evening who have been a fixture at the WWE.
They say in Vegas, a moment that can't be controlled. They want them. Rest. It's your boys.
It's been a while since we've seen a New Day in opportunity, but this is their first matchup.
No, Joe Test. This is not how you.
And of course, Monday Night Raw. And Pharaoh Brown, great athletes, echoed over 46,000 at Petco.
One fall and championship. Fine weight of 400 in Xavier Woods today. Their opponents at a combined weight. They are the World Lee and the Brawls.
New Day lost the tag division when New Day win their
start. I think the New Day's trying to make a statement against AJ.
Reason these are the two most, when that bell rings, Joe's getting his end of the fists and boots of the New Day. Top of this division. Looks like it's coming
on that left arm of style. You know how this year's gone.
Squeak here from the New Day from the very
AJ Styles looking for, and then they take out his legs, and now
spark out the New Day from the off there, but they're liking it immediately in there with
time. That running right down on his partner, Kofi Kingston. Come out charging right away.
Yeah, and I've been speaking to the New Day. AJ and Dragon Lee. AJ Styles and Dragon never actually seen the face. A lot of people are saying that under that
Of your mind.
Oh, I am not. A lot of rumors. Something smells very fishy.
People who has been on. And I were calling many of the matches this summer one of those pairings where it's either there.
That chemistry, both of AJ Styles' veterans of the game, allowed them to battle right here. Who lost their gold all the way back in June then by the tyrannical reign.
Adam Pearce, the
tyrant,
the judgment. There is no GM in sports who are getting in this division with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee.
Prior to the New Day ever. Well,
then
that
what
gets
they
popped
did.
right tonight.
Championship for AJ Styles. And here comes
the boots put to him for several AJ Styles. Had this one in the bag.
Kofi Kingston's the lead day.
Yes. Miles here in WWE, and it's guessing. And by instructions to his men.
But able to get the shoulder up.
Calf crusher locked in. For the New Day.
Oh, he's thinking about that.
Now this one spilling and who's legal here. Keep your eyes peeled, AJ. Full of tights too. Wasn't quite enough against AJ in his time. 25 plus years.
And now Kofi Kingston.
Kingston bouncing hard off the cap, but the victory could be nigh here. Dial like only he can.
Bringing in the big kick, and here comes. Does he hear that?
Extra stank on it.
Is he ever?
There by Xavier Woods denied Kofi Kingston.
Suicide dive to the out to win gold right here.
Ooh, to that gold. What? I almost got the job done there.
Complaints and now contenders.
But super messy, and that might be, but it's looking highly unlikely. Up.
This is where Dragon Lee is most.
Oh my God!
Right into a Styles clap to retain.
Here are your winners, champions,
Well, I've seen about a million like that. Just put AJ Styles victory.
The double stomp projecting his teammates, and they look flawless.
Highlight of the night is presented by Cricket.
Camara stepped into the curve. Back attack. Oh, corkscrew splash. The women's champion on top.
I'm backstage with and what message do you think that victory sent?
One, that when you betray Stephanie, and I'm ready for wherever my next.
I'm back.
Menacing presence at that. War Games match at Survivor Series.
Please welcome WWE Heyman, the Master Vision.
From Bronson Tsunamis to Logan to be joined by the War Games victors. There's Knuckles after sucker punching for the Vision.
The mastermind claims he has nothing to do with that in the War Games match at Survivor. However, we did hear earlier to Bron Breakker, who pinned the world.
It's played without cards. Every move measured. Always watching your back. Prepared for anything. Never knowing with a real.
Podcast. LA Knight is headed to the Fam and Megan. WWE President Nick Cover Series. Comedian Andrew Schulz. The Vision has taken over the ring. Survivor Series War Games encounter.
Is Paul Heyman. Shout out to you, sir. You are the beast. Shout out to the point where shout out on the face of the planet to Vision for the Frick Logan. And Chewy itself for January 5th at the Barclays Center in Netflix. Your M Punk on Netflix and crowned heavyweight champion Breakker.
Of where we are It's not because of the Saturday. It tried to ruin my moment, really, how easy it was to pick. Because I thought this different level of athleticism. It's the guy that I grew up watching, that I to stand across from him and realize. And Seth Rollins being a narcissist, he should be worried about the war going than he is. On January 5th, different kind of fight, CM Punk. Neck that I've ever worked for in my entire life. Your life, I'm coming for you. I didn't forget. WrestleMania backstage when you came up to me in the back and let's see if you can cut a promo with the big dogs now. Well, because on January 5th, it's me as the new, with your beady, stupid face breaker, the real best.
Oh, are you kidding me?
That scarily will ping on the opening Raw of 2020.
That was lava.
Hey, how are you feeling after tonight's... Che, I know you're on your way out, but anything new?
Man, Jackie, I don't know nothing.
On that, you just became...
Jackie, I don't give a damn about no Bron Breakker. On my head, they need to get out back in the mirror. What? Matter of fact, Roman said it best. And not mine.
Cyber massive deals just for you.
They are warming up. Teammates turned opposition. Charlotte and Alexa.
Time is now. Tournament weekend at 200. Gold!
Superstars. Gunther, honor of being John Cena's final. What a matchup. Wade Barrett, there has been an time is now tournament.
Including his time in NXT UK and it losses practically on one and generally bounces back with the tournament.
Only how you get tables like this my whole life. Went all in a few times. Don't waste time worrying about opponents.
Everyone after it.
It's anyone's game.
From Las Vegas, Nevada, Tuzo!
Bad dude, followed by one plans to conquer this tournament of the Last Time Is Now tournament.
There are moments where every 25 years feels like a second. 220 days a year, 5 days even. Like, I don't know what happened. And to like, hey, in 2006 you had a oh,
you probably just saw his full interview with John Cena, available to the final match, the final December 13th. That historic opportunity. And this is how he advanced.
Well, Solo was taken up badly, injuring the shoulder on it through to tonight's semi. At a time, we wish him the best and we will keep you.
Any sport survive and it on SmackDown against titles, championships. They come and go. Meant a legacy. Who will take back?
Yeah, and I'm going to add to that, Joe Tess. I agree with that. On a par with breaking, and we have not stopped talking about it. Whoever, actually, if they can beat John Cena.
Jey Uso earlier tonight. The winner against Cena.
Interesting collision between these two. The better at cheating in this almost 7 foot tall. And the ring general Gunther has
Honda choosing to stand right in front of me here. Nearly 6 for Solo Sikoa.
Back in their NXT days, although into that particular match, although for the
an NXT UK champ, Solo Sikoa, a 2-time heavyweight champion, and the 6 Continental champion. For the offense as they test each other's
powerhouse is made of granite. Mental momentum builder. Nice SmackDown problems brewing with Uncle.
We saw that with the traditional Survivor Series semi-final action to. Very interesting opening pace to the floor. As you see Tama Tonga standing over him.
Reason he didn't, I would have to assume, is because Tonga was lurking and Gunther fought 9 count there to get back in the ring.
Driving down those elbows, and now he is going to. 7 foot tall.
Big man.
Oh! Missing on the spike.
How smart is that against that thumb? Trying to smash the hand of Solo.
unexpected stuff. Oh, and now on top of the steel.
For Solo Sikoa will eliminate here. Oh, he was. Salah like a sprinter, but that is devastatingly effective. On what
rains down from Solo.
Intervention by Talatonga, the former street fighting champ of the island.
Look at this scene here in Glendale with Gunther and Solo Sikoa. And
this was the second the referee turned his bags of Gunther and finally giving the Solo Sikoa a little earlier.
Eliminated the first 2 rounds of this last time is now Evans and Carmelo Hayes that he got through.
Different kind of animal and perhaps merciless and unyielding when he either knowing full well he has the big.
See Gunther reaching for his back out chop when Solo Sikoa went for the Samoan spike. Back to the chop. This time Gunther
astute.
Meanwhile,
human being, he is just as thick as fired at the lower back of Gunflam's stick.
2 veterans super around this arena today. John Cena, this is a semifinal.
Has turned to speed for Gunther and tricks. It's not going to work against Solos right now.
Gunther quick to his feet. 2 giants, all that size and shake.
But of course, executing that. You see him turn, try to avoid it, as it did Solo Sikoa.
From being John Cena's fight. This is how they started off the match.
Immovable objects, slow. As durable and tough as they come, just wincing. Using to go down, you might say.
But all the damage that was done in the Desert Diamond Arena as we bring this last time is now tournament semi-smackdown. Who will work their way to greatest of all time career?
The match is usually championship time. It's championship time now. Or Gunther, we know for a fact that lower.
Oh, the splash from the big man. The ring. As that right shoulder gets up.
As Gunther just did right there with that, all the will and drive out of.
Crowd is getting loud. First off to the side.
Gunther, the ring general prevailing, going back, responsible for the Samoan spike. The killer. Technique going up
in the window. Gunther was in complete control. A spinning solo slam was closer, and the last time is now tournament to Friday Night SmackDown to face L. And now he has complete momentum, Wade.
Well, a favorite Gunther might be about to get Sikoa.
He's met him with a massive clothesline. This is massive clothesline by the ring.
You just have to be uncompromising with your give up. Get back to the locker room. Hangs in the balance. You're up.
Earlier when Sikoa countered. Can he get him? Oh, instead, getting out the back door and working on that, the Samoan drop.
Boy, oh boy, these two are they've got, and why not? These things just don't come around very often. Once in a generation, and Solo Sikoa refusing to
edge right across the neck of, and another. Gunther delivering the blow. Slam again.
Just wait.
Oh, the flash! Nice.
But then a spinning solo enough to keep down.
Our official just looking at these 2 guys that real fighters make. Wait!
Walked in, center of the ring.
Gunther denied that right hand, and now
turnbuckle is off. Germans, he thought that turnbuckle pad was his pillow.
Talatonga gets up on the apron.
17 boot to the kisser.
As they team up to do damage. Gunther delivers a boot of his own. Oh, and that right thumb right on the apron. Referee didn't see him advance. Here is your winner.
Well, we talked about how it could come down to who out again against overwhelming odds at Sikoa and Talatonga in the act. Shortly thereafter, and then sticking for the count with his power. Gunther, who goes on to the final. It's going to be Gunther versus the in his final match, December 2
remain.
When you see me, you do what you can do, and I'll see you soon.
John Cena, the champ, or LA Knight.
Skinny to heat. Lucky you survived by being good. They forget who the greatest female wrestler at WrestleMania Vegas.
Everyone I spoke to said they didn't see.
Everybody's saying the same thing. All right, now do me, gentlemen. Word around town is but I'm guessing you're not here to talk about Seth. Nope. I love it. against the deserving team.
Okay.
We won war.
You like it?
Yes,
good idea.
I like next week.
You're the best.
You're the best fighting champion. That's what I like. Thank you.
Mission accomplished. Now the two future Hall of Fame Alexa against their weekend teammates. Rhea.
It has been a transformative. And I say that because we now know which two by virtue of their victories in the semifinals. We now know that going one-on-one with moments, we're going to witness a match we've never seen, and Alexa Bliss taking on.
I bet you if you're hand-picked, they say the champion's name, and they get. And tonight, what happens? The dumbest counts slow for the New Day. He's the one running around backstage.
Real coincidence.
It's wild. Training camps, 6 days for the New Day. Handed a championship match. They haven't earned it. We earned it. We've given you people. You are not disrespecting them. Are leaving.
For whatever this was, Grayson Waller for this.
It's going to be a great weekend in Montreal. Friday, January 23rd, Saturday, the Friday via Ticketmaster. Kansas City, and it's going to be the countdown prior to facing John Cena.
Much more coming because fighting champs protect gold on the line against Holmes' existence. The Hall of Fame legend, Finn Balor.
Backstage to Jackie Redmond.
Stage with Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio. Head at as you get set for that.
Jackie, we all hiding behind the Judgment Day. I have no.
Listen, with Dom reclaiming that Intercontinental, take another run at the IC title.
Oh, the IC was just on my way to my private jet. If it isn't the one guy, I'm a great father. You're a Dutch, but the IC title. I'm actually glad I stopped by because consider this a war. Down, pendejo. I'm gonna retire you.
Introducing at 218, CM!
Historic past 2 years has turned to WWE after a first time in his career, doing a favor.
And once again, CM Punk leading the charge.
CM Punk entering the ring.
CM Punk ain't the kind of guy to do
World Championship, which was vacated, of course, by Uso back in Saturday night's main event of the first room, with a win inside.
He's off in the War Games match like CM Punk oozes that define through to victory inside the War.
11. He beat Alberto Del Rio to win a night that the Shield, Roman Reigns, here at WWE at Survivor Series.
From Atlanta, Georgia, bringing the Vision.
Predictable badass. Bron on Seth Rollins as the Vision.
That was Bron Breakker, a man who was going to kick this undeniably has you off at number one for your team.
It's inside the War Game. And the future main event, WrestleMania. Clock is underway. These two will battle for fun. Next man to enter the matchup will be from Break the Advantage War Games matchup this past week.
To that whatsoever, just sheer force. You're going to get eaten alive.
Having his way with Punk, probably short of Happy Meal.
I wouldn't go that. Zero respect for perceived leaders in his kingdom for himself.
Doesn't that?
These two have locked up Unity and Punk.
And look at that Breakker now. Downs. War Game match doesn't officially.
Breakker.
And Punk could be looking. He runs into that heel kick by Punk.
Beacon timing from CM Punk. That was super.
Being tossed into the cage, and now CM Punk.
Time and time again, take on matchup that they had at SummerSlam, but still managed
look
to
at Breakker.
Win. Oh my.
Able to slide behind and now deliver it.
Right, you got to hit a move if you CM Punk don't.
Punk needs to create space in the corner.
Well, how smart has CM Punk been here?
Out of the air and just toss
career despite that litany. Bron Breakker just redefined. He's got everything but a world championship.
He's not going to give that title away easily. Everything he
This is just pure dominance.
He's getting the hell beat out of him by Breakker. 5.
Yeah, we're going to get the tenacity in the CM Punk. Try and take Breakker. Because if it's 2-on-1 at that point.
Oh, Punk exploding.
As a Bron Breakker, you sometimes get this crowd now. 40.
Rallying him because Breakker's getting some help here. Remember what they did to each other into War Games here tonight.
CM Punk was 2020 boring a hole who blames Punk in Punk.
McIntyre's pissed off at everybody in this match and his championship aspirations.
Every opportunity, and now there is help
from McIntyre and Breakker on CM Punk.
Swinging and hope for the best. Because there's
McIntyre, listen, he's got no love lost. Buddy on Punk's team.
This is all Drew McIntyre.
Claymore by McIntyre. Complete hatred from these two after what they went family.
God, you're stuck inside a war game. Plus, if you see Punk.
Punk bounced up.
Mindset of McIntyre just continue for an attack on a referee.
To be fair, suspended from SmackDown, but Paul Heyman, McIntyre is still part of the WWE.
It's exactly what cards to play. And this kind of mood is exactly also CM Punk.
Complained about everything that's happened over the Cody Rhodes.
Right now for this team, an enemy and a desire to been put in a meat blender. Badly needed help. So it's almost
Rhodes, the very first War Games in a matchup created by Cody Rhodes, fought for him, but McIntyre doesn't want Rhodes.
Finish tearing CM Punk apart.
Who's going to climb the cage? Loading on the man who's made his life miserable.
Well, CM Punk looked flatlined there. Cody Rhodes.
CM Punk has been busted open earlier. This team of Cody Rhodes is a
grudges, egos, conflict. History's taught us the biggest on that.
And Cody Rhodes now and to bring McIntyre down.
Heart attack Art Foundation, and now we're going to smooth things up.
You see that cut above Cody's eye? That was after
the match. Cody Rhodes is.
And now
a doomsday device. Absolutely sick.
Turns his attack to McIntyre after that early mishap.
Oh my God, please. Continues in here. Let's take another. Basically, let's head first right now, but I'll tell you what, that's least of all perhaps Bron Breakker.
He's paying homage to you know who, the road back in '87.
Tribute to the American Dream, Dusty. Bionic elbow.
And now McIntyre and Breakker.
But send for backup.
Teaming with Drew McIntyre, won the Maverick, Logan Paul,
from the WWE, but Logan Paul in the reality of mind that grabbed the advantage for his. And shouting the orders over to Logan Paul. Belly roll and the between these two.
Oh my goodness!
Office, and he has free
versus with Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. Body shots to Cody Rhodes.
Rhodes, but keep your eye on Cody here. You can get out at height.
Way above the War Games rings. Oh, and Breakker rolled.
Oh, camper down, but there's nowhere to hold Breakker. Steel chair in hand. Yeah. Wiped out. I cannot believe he's even on his feet. Breakker's neck out of. Whatever it is,
Breakker. That's
to your advantage. You're talking about the front. That is on show here with Drew.
To me is the way that McIntyre's taken to Logan Paul.
Paul already had the start appeal, but that helps.
Undefeated at 2-0 inside. His team has ever lost in a War Games,
but always uber talented. And then Big Jim
using the steel Uso.
Yes, indeed. Well, think about it. War Game teamwork specifically.
Oh, Samoa drop.
Right, who's been in this from the word go. And
look at that.
Well, Uso in the wind.
Oh, goodness. From Adam.
The dangers within War Games. Drop your guard.
Why on earth would you ever want to be a part of this?
I'm retired. People like Bron Breakker.
He's cut from a different cloth.
Every single night in WWE.
In this fight, he started the matchup.
Point when all superstars start looking is an actual maniac. He paralyzed about 10 minutes ago. Oh.
By Bron Breakker.
Just terrifying to see him in a ring.
Wow, Breakker. Think about the young talent right now in the ring, couple of years.
I mean, we've had so many get their glory and then they clear up. Respect that.
I think he's going to win a world title. The cut has been opened on the above the eye to right.
Oh,
McIntyre, the 330-pound man who has some nightmares after what happened off the top of the cage. He went through a table and it flung
For how that ankle break boy has arrived in War Games.
And look at this.
And
the match,
Tim's going to get a dose too. Title.
Watson Reed wreaking havoc.
Someone's getting pancaked.
To wipe it out everybody.
At this point in the match, then that is one way to do it. We're in this match so far.
You know, wait, Breakker and Bronson Reed as part of this
to flatten their opponents. Bronson Reed, you pick Bron Breakker.
Oh, he calls himself the remember beating Reigns in an Australian
opportunity to show he belongs. Australian street fight. That one's in doubt about just how good, true, dominant as ever.
Not sure if you noticed, but the DVD, the jagged edge.
Yes, we had a little party here in War Games.
Yeah, Bronson and Braun just stopping everybody in their
vision. These guys have looked unstoppable aggression.
Yeah, finally some help for
what we're seeing in the ring. It could be up.
Earlier today, and he said, listen, Cody Rhodes, line soldier when it comes to.
Well, he must have a who just oozes success.
And Jey Uso has been in near battle with the Vision, Breakker and
family. Loyalty knows no bound. Cody and CM Punk the talk to those top stars.
Among some of the most conflicted in the Saturday night's main event.
He also knows how he became the leader. Best tag team of all time and now doing. This team were getting a whooping.
46,000 plus. Right now it's 4-on-4. Match. The next man to enter. Tribal Chief Roman Reigns.
Having this much fun inside.
Going though, Wade. He feeds off the fans.
About feed off the fans.
Accompanied by Paul Heyman, the Beast in match. This is the first time years ago that Brock Lesnar always goes to the 4 members of the same team.
He might just destroy everybody.
German suplex. Heyman looks right back. It's Suplex City, folks.
Dread pumping through your veins.
No man I've ever confronted. And Cage. Brock Lesnar has beat the hell out of me and then hits you with the right hand. And then he super.
Wage war. That is a War Games.
If there's ever a man who was built for this. Remember that it's struck inside the steel cage.
This is what you... Singular human being has arrived.
Look at this at our main event at War Games. Over yet. Now it's main event. Jey Uso chair in hand. That's not going to do.
Through the ringer from the word go. Starting at the number.
Lesnar a couple of years ago. What's a throw by Lesnar? This is like being
human cheat code.
Remember what Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns have been through. Go down. Because the tribal chief, and where the hell is Brock go? Put your ones War Games. The set is here.
Not started yet, so Brock at all until the bell.
Loophole in the rules. Lesnar is on.
2 absolute titans. Lesnar's game plan cut Roman Reigns.
Lesnar runs into a third Superman punch table. Roman Reigns went for the Superman. The dancing table. To the table.
The match hasn't even. Says no, not tonight.
Oh, wait, look at the size of this Lesnar. Sending,
let alone
hatred between the now the fact of the war with Brock Lesnar. What great strategy.
About the great
round. Let the War Games begin.
Well, this may just be a plus 3.
Well, Brock Lesnar with Roman Reigns.
God, what a mess that was.
Cody, cover by Rhodes.
Everett, Logan Paul, paying man there. Stacking.
Yes, sir.
Paul Heyman with them over the years.
Thank you, Paul Heyman.
Of Cody Rhodes.
And this is so small. Rival team out cold up the booze.
Right hand. A couple of years ago for the champion.
There is life in the OTC. You can't do that.
Oh, now on the hand. Roman with a Super McIntyre.
The precious man being F5. Right now, they built Roman Reigns to
holding Brock Lesnar. Wait a minute. Table!
In the process, carnage in the ring. He's barely
Logan's down with a spear now to Jimmy Uso.
Here it is kill or be.
King Reigns just taken down.
An impact Bron Breakker has had.
Oh, now McIntyre just Breakker.
Cheap as the
spear.
These are now desperate times.
And now Breakker turning into the cage as CM Punk moves out. Logan Paul saving Breakker. Missed on a sleep. Logan Paul.
How was that?
What is going on? Punk and Breakker and Punk.
Super kick to the it's shoulder surgery.
He came into the cage.
What the hell? He's
Bron Breakker with
body strewn everywhere.
Drew McIntyre, Bronson Reed, Bron Breakker.
Questions here, but ultimately has won it for his team. CM Punk, and it must have
Breakker pinned the world champion.
The key part of the match. The moves of one Seth Rollins has just had labor.
I don't know. For Bron Breakker. Go back. The world heavyweight champ
is the man who gets the dust unit.
Well, I was going to say, let's talk about SmackDown. Paul Heyman said, I'm in this game. And once again, I'm not sure if he knew that this, I guarantee you, he had something to do.
The man has been at the top of this industry. The right horses when you have served your purpose.
Paul and Drew McIntyre and Brock Lesnar, 4 games. The 5 men in this match event for the last few years put an end to that in WWE.
2 time on a man in Roman dream. That is a dream. Wow.
Cody Rhodes. That title would look. Roman out this year. Roman helped